Hey guys, so just a quick message for you today. Something that happened to me today, and I think it'll be really beneficial for you to hear about. I was making cold calls as normal today, except for this one wasn't such a cold call. I had talked to this guy before a few times, and this particular time when I called him, because I've called him a couple of times over the past, 2 or 3 weeks, and I guess he was not happy because I called him. Kind of was like, "Hey, this is Philip." Is I figured he wouldn't remember my name, probably didn't have my number stored, and you know, right after I said, "How are you doing today?" He says, "Take me off your list. I don't know why you keep calling me." Getting really mad. Although last time I had talked to him, he wanted me to send him these two properties I had listed, and so he was wanting to see some information. And one thing I was thinking about, I was like, man, like this really sucks. Like that, didn't really hurt my feelings, but you just felt like you did something wrong because the guy's just yelling at me. And then I thought about, I could just stop right here, take a little break. It's understandable. Wait a little bit. But then it dawned on me, no, I need to go ahead and make another call. Because if I sit here and wait and don't make another call, I'm not going to want to make that call later. It's going to be that much harder later. And it was hard to make that call there, but I was able to make a lot more calls after that because I went ahead and did that initial call right then and there and knew that things weren't going to get worse. And actually, they got better. It was turned into a pretty good day overall. I got my buyer's rep agreement for a friend. She's looking to buy a retail property, so I got that buyer's rep agreement from her finally. So it was good. And then I talked with another guy I had a meeting with earlier this week, and he wants me to come out Tuesday. And so we set up a time to meet on Tuesday to go over some listing agreements. And so he wants me to list a couple of his properties. And so things really got better. And then I also talked to a guy that develops hotels. And he was really positive, real nice guy, really good energy. And it's because I had called him later after I had that first one of my first calls this morning, being that guy getting so mad at me just for giving me a call, trying to just follow up on information that I had given him to see what he wanted to do with it. And because I kind of got back on that saddle, so to say, and went after it, it made things better. Um, and just kind of another example of this, I had a friend when I was in cheer in college. He one time we were doing some tumbling stuff. I didn't really do flips, but he was really strong tumbler. And one time he was trying something. It was just trying something new. And he didn't hurt himself or anything, but he landed kind of funny. And he says, "You know what? I got to go do that again." And immediately he went and did it. And it was like, why don't you take a break, man? Like, you just messed up. Why not take a break? He said, because if I stop after that one, because I had a little bit of fear in me, if I stop, I'm going to have way more fear later. That fear is going to build up, and it's going to be something that doesn't even matter. Fear, what they say, is false evidence appearing real. It's so true. If you let that fear stay there and you don't just get back up and try it again, and maybe you don't succeed, but at least you don't get mess up or have a bad experience, and you're just, oh, I didn't get it this time. You're gonna be so much better off. So that is my suggestion to y'all. If you ever get in a situation like that where it was a negative experience, or maybe you almost got hurt, something like that, uh, get back up and do it again. As long as you're not actually hurt, go ahead and get back up and do it again, because it's going to be better for you in the long run, because you're going to want to keep doing it after that. But if you stop right then and there because, oh, I got my feelings hurt, or, oh, that was kind of a weird landing, or whatever the situation may be, If you decide that I'm gonna wait a little bit, then you're gonna wait that little bit, and then you're gonna wait more and more and more, because that fear is just gonna set in and say, no, remember last time what happened? Even though you might have had a million other times where things never happened that way and was only one time, but because you let that fear set in, maybe you stop doing things altogether. And I don't want that fear to set in for you guys. So please think about this. Think about if you face any kind of obstacle that gets in your way, that, maybe take a quick step back, but then go right after it again. I promise it's going to be all right. And not everybody's going to act that way towards you. And you're not going to land that same way. Things are going to get better. So make sure you get back up on that saddle and get right back at it. Now, guys, if this message made you think of anybody that might need to hear this, share it with them. Send them a DM. Let them know about this. I can't get this message out on my own. I need your help to do it. So please, leave a comment, subscribe, and have a healthy and blessed day.